Are you looking to blend in with the giant folk? Or maybe you just want a fairly decent set of medium farming armor? We are of course talking about the Pride of Aesir set. A little bit hidden and not so straightforward to acquire. There's been a couple of changes brought to my attention by a commenter. We no longer have to come to the Frost Temple and journey to the Frost Forge to craft it. It is no longer a recipe here, which is awesome. It's the way it should have always been. We shouldn't have had to lug weird paddings and stuff up here. You can now just make it an advanced armorer's bench. As it is technically legendary, I do believe we cannot fix it with a repair kit. So that is a downside. And of course those stats would be a bit better crafted with an actual armorer rather than spawned in. But we're going to want to make our way down to the Mounds of the Dead. Over in B11, we'll find the majority of the places we need to go. Some of them are a little bit on the border there. You can do them in any old order, except for you don't want to go to the last place first, really, because it's kind of next to where the end place is. From the obelisk, we want to head down over to this little mound here, the Ravaged Burrow, where we will find a couple of relic hunters chilling about, as well as a named Taskmaster who is always here called Gothred. We can in fact knock him out and tame him, but today we wish to kill him. He'll usually drop some Hyperborean armor, but we're looking for Thor's Crest. Grab that. You can get the boxes if you wish, and leave again. Our next stop is the burrow next door, just here. And we are at these two little burrows currently. Decent amount of red lotus around this actual burrow too, if you're looking for a bunch of that. No longer can be harvested with a pick, but is still decent XP, so worth getting. And we want this box here. If you're not in God mode, there'll usually be a blue skeleton guy who's gonna try to attack us. I think in this one it's just the little guys. But there will be a bigger guy. We are looking for Tharga's notes from that box specifically. From these mounds, we want to head over the little puddle to the left side of the obelisk. You can just climb up and then jump in the roof. A lot of lotus around here too, a fair few skeletons. And if you're not in God mode, the blue guy will spawn in. You do have to fight this guy, otherwise you can't get his piece. It's boxes about. There he is. He does hit kind of hard. Should actually leave God mode. But he does go down pretty easily. He doesn't even hit that hard, to be fair. Kill him and get his tablet. Thor's recipe fragment. Head out of the burrow and dip right. You can make a little journey, hop skippity bang over here, but usually you're going to have to want to run around to this one and jump over here. Not too hard. We are now over at these burrows, the Cursed Mound, and we're about to enter this one right next to the obelisk. We no longer have to fight anyone though, so that's nice. Gonna get inside. As long as you have those 3 fragments, you can talk to this guy and he'll learn us the Pride of Aesir. Well, we actually have to eat the recipe, so you can grab it for a friend also. There is a little loot box, variant different building materials in there. A bit lost in my chaos of mod decorations. As you can see, in a regular armor's bench you cannot craft it. You probably want to craft it in a garrison because it's going to be the cheapest. You will need a perfected medium padding, some star metal, some black ice, and some alchemical base. And probably have an armorer in there for the extra stats. And we can craft it in just a regular improved bench, but it's going to cost a fair bit more. Hopefully you have found this helpful and you can wear some snazzy giant armor, or maybe get some roleplay going and dress your thralls up. And if you're interested in this really awesome mod that I have all these decorations from, which you can also get a bunch of other really cool stuff from, it's Exile Extremes, available on the Steam Workshop page for Conan Exiles, brought to us by the fantastic Cybercat. And if you're interested in checking out a heavily modded PvE server, Sanctum of Cthulhu is where you'll often find me and a bunch of other creators who dip in here and there, and it's a fun little community. The link is usually in my description, so I highly advise checking it out. lots of fun mods. But if you're not already, consider subscribing, like the video, it really helps out. Comment what other type of armors or weapons or other videos you'd love to see. Stick around and check out the dungeon recipe armor and weapon guide I have coming up, or check out one of my other Conan Exile guides or one of the other games that I happen to play, because there's a couple of them out there. Until next time, I hope you have an excellent day, evening, night, morning, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Have a good one.